what to do today. I could make a new video. I don't know. And I haven't made a video in a bit. Maybe I could make a new video, explain what's going on. Who knows? Honestly, I don't even know if anyone would, like, notice. Like, I think it would just be like, oh, well, he's not making a video. Yeah. I think that might be the case. Who knows? Yeah, I'll probably just end the video now. Yeah, maybe ending the video would be the best note. That is if we didn't have minutes more of content. I mean, come on, why would I just make a video contemplating whether or not I should make a video? That would just be rude. So, let's get into this. So, this is a tier list for the mobile fighting game, Vita Fighters. And it may or may not have been one of the main reasons I haven't been posting. It wasn't. But I'm gonna say it is, to have an excuse to make this video. So the way this is gonna work is simple. I'm gonna go down the list of characters, and I'm gonna play a match with them against this person right here. They have P1 on them. They're kind of like the middle ground, so right now, placing them at the top of the middle ground tier. So, they're the middle ground, so I'm going to be facing them. That character is called Rikamaru. I'm sure you can take a guess who that character is based off of. But anyways, let's continue. So, basically, I'm just going to go down the list, play a match against Rikamaru, just kind of quickly talk about their strengths and weaknesses, and put them in a tier. So, the person right here with the red jacket and the blonde hair, that character is called Legato. Legato is actually pretty strong. I would say top of the good tier, like upper good tier to lower S tier, based on my experience playing against and as Legato. But we're about to find out. I'm gonna play a match right quick, and we'll see how it goes from there. Match is starting up right now. Don't mind any chatter, I'm just really getting into it. Yeah, so down special, not really a strength, but back special is a great anti-air tool, and neutral special is great for zoning. It's great for just kind of forcing people to look out for you. And don't even get me started on forward special. Like, forward special, it's super good. So Legato is like a great character for keeping people at distance and punishing them if they decide to come in close. His EX attack is also really good as well. It can even be used as kind of a defensive mechanism if you use it properly. But yeah, basically the goal as Legato is, if you're gonna play aggressively, make sure you don't mess up and like whiff any very vulnerable moves. But if you're gonna play like a bit more of like a counter strategy, then I definitely recommend just pushing someone out and using that projectile that you have. Like, it's there for a reason. So yeah, Legato, for now, I'm gonna place Legato in the good tier. Strength can be played multiple ways. Weaknesses, kind of low on them, but the few weaknesses Legato does have are really obvious. Like, you don't want to play Legato against someone who can just move across the map very quickly. Those projectiles will help, but it won't do anything against a jumping opponent since they stick to the ground. Another weakness is any character that can deal damage without having to get into your range. So like millions, or just any person with a fireball or projectile, pretty much. Or just some sort of range that's longer than your forward special. So yeah, that's a thing that you want to be careful with. Next is Cath. To be honest with you, I'm gonna say Cath is like in the middle ground to has potential tier. At least that's what I would have said, but I think she's like middle ground to good tier. Like, she would be in the has potential tier, but you know, depending on the player, that potential shows. Like, some characters are just bound to be that character that's like, well, maybe if they buff you. But Cath, I was gonna say they should buff her, but nah, she, like, maybe just change her fireball a bit. But other than that, Cath is a pretty good character. She kind of takes inspiration from Dan Hibiki from the Street Fighter series. That's pretty cool. Like, her heavy is like the two-handed, like, kind of fusion dance looking Hadouken that he does, just without the Hadouken. Her EX attack is very strong, and her special's very easy to combo into, especially down special. Don't think you'll be winning any fights with the fireball if you're not using it after an opponent's been stunned by a hit, so like, be careful. But yeah, her EX move comes out very quickly, but it's easy to counter. So if I had to say something, she's very good at approach, but like, execution is her weak part. Like, you can get some good combos and punish people and just make people's life not a good time in this game while playing as Cath, but that requires a lot of good thinking, because her toolkit is great for approaching people, not so great for the follow-up though. Like, normally the approach has to be the attack, because if you approach someone, you just gotta be ready for something. Like, if you approach someone, you can't be thinking of what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing when you approach. Her EX attack is great for just kind of forcing people to back off of you. Same with her back special. It's basically her EX attack, but weaker. But yeah, overall, Cath is a versatile character. Only weakness is execution. Like, she has a projectile. She has a move that can quickly approach people. She has a great down special. Everyone's down special in this game is basically like a sweep or a slide that trips people, and hers is, in my opinion, the best one. Like, once again, her kit is great for approaching, but execution is just not her strong suit. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about Cath. So yeah, middle ground, maybe above Rikamaru, at the bottom of good tier. I'd say bottom of good tier. Nah, middle ground. Next character is Mega Kid. This should be an interesting fight. Now, you see, the thing with Mega Kid is, Mega Kid isn't the fastest, but Mega Kid does a lot of damage, and their specials become very powerful if used in a combo. Like, neutral, you have to be already in a combo to successfully hit it. I will say one of Mega Kid's strengths, though, air special. Like, if you press special in the air while playing as Mega Kid, you're almost guaranteed to win every encounter you go through. Mega Kid has like versatile approaches. Weakness though is just kind of the slowness factor. But yeah, Mega Kid can build up bar quickly, and Mega Kid's EX attack is just, oh, you thought you were avoiding me. You know, just kind of, and you thought you were free, didn't you? Like, Mega Kid's EX attack, it's just too powerful. I literally just completely ended a round so fast because Mega Kid gets bar so quickly. And well, I feel like Mega Kid is like at the top of good tier, just above Legato. Like, Mega Kid could be OP, but I feel like Mega Kid is just kind of like, I feel like Mega Kid's just a mix-up character. Like a really good mix-up character that like specializes in building bar. Only weaknesses, just basically quick people that can interrupt your attacks and your EX. 1 second, something's going on downstairs. Oh, never mind, no it's not. Never mind, it stopped. Our alarm system went off from the wind, but someone was already downstairs. So that's pretty good. And a spider just wanted to get killed today, didn't it? I swear, these spiders are getting braver and braver. Oh my gosh. Alarm system went off. Spider wanted to get the clap. Well, let's continue. So yeah, Mega Kid, great character. Forward special is something really good. EX melts health bar. Like, Mega Kid is either the bottom of S tier or the top of good. So, first S tier so far. Next character, Wait. Let me just tell you, Wait is a cheeky character. Alright. Like, when I say cheeky, I don't mean cheeky in the sense that if you spam a move a couple of times, you'll win. I mean cheeky in the sense if you spam a move twice, you'll win. Like, Wait just has this cheeky combination. So Wait's kind of a grappler character with like 1 or 2 tools to quickly rush people with. So like down special and normal special are grab tools. They're just throws that do heavy damage. Basically punish people for coming in close. Though a weakness is if someone can just hold you down in the corner, you basically can't do anything. But that's where Wait's back special comes into play. Wait jumps off of an invisible wall and just does like an elbow drop onto the opponent. It's counterable, but not very easily. And Wait's EX is pretty good too, but easy to counter. Yeah, basically, when the going gets tough, you can almost always count on back special. I'm actually gonna lose this round because I was trying too hard to get a grab early on, and my health bar just got melted. But, oh, I actually clutched that one out. But yeah, Wait, a lot of the strength comes from using back special to kind of just throw caution to the wind, and you know, just heads up maneuvers like rushing someone and just quickly grabbing them. If weight gets people into the corner, don't think that's like a guaranteed win though, because man is weight slow. Like, weight is like a big designed grappler, like not like the fast grapplers. Weight is very slow with his moves. I actually might get EX here. I did. EX is basically just an all-powerful throw. So weight is definitely good. I wouldn't say above Legato, but weight is definitely a good character. So far, we don't have anyone that's like in the has potential tier. Near the end, there'll be some, but just more so good characters. Next we get to Ben. Ben is literally just E Honda from Street Fighter. Like, Ben, this big guy, does a lot of damage, can move like crazy. But I would say Ben's weakness is just being zoned out and being caught in combos. Like, the break mechanic definitely makes Ben a bit more of a threat. But like Ben's throw, if you can get it, you can basically do an infinite throw. Ben's power literally just comes from using moves with the right timing, which I am not very good at, let me add. Ben also has a really good sweep. Like, when I tell you a good sweep, I mean like, you can't touch Ben during it, how far out that sweep goes. Oh, and I hit the first throw. That's second throw, and that's forward special. So yeah, basically with Ben, you just don't want to let up, and you'll be good. Because the second you let up, that's when people start getting combos, and you don't want to mess up a lot of Ben's moves. The opponent will make sure that you thoroughly check your moves before you just go out fighting. So, you know, as Ben, just kind of a warning. You can't be carefree. Like, I mean, you certainly could. A fighting game is a fighting game when played casually, you know. I'd say another strength of Ben would be jump special. Pretty good, has a nice hitbox. I'd say something you don't want to do as Ben, other than let up on pressure, is once again whiffing things. Like with Ben, if you're going against a character that can build combos out of thin air, like Ares or Millions, you just don't want to let up pressure. That will be a game-ending combo. Yeah, so I'm not gonna keep this round going. I won one, I lost one. It's whatever. I got the point across. Ben is low good. Low good. I'll give Ben low good. Like, maybe just above weight, because Ben can deal with fast-paced characters a bit better. I mean, Ben himself is kind of a fast-paced character. Faster than weight, I'll tell you that. Ben definitely is not the slowest in the game. Now there's Lazarus. Lazarus is kind of like what Jehudi was meant to be, or Jehudi, or however it's pronounced. Basically, the guy with the hoverboard. He's basically what the hoverboard guy was supposed to be, but different. Like, the hoverboard guy basically is supposed to have this move that has mobility and does damage, and pretty much just multiple tools. Lazarus is kind of like, okay, wait, let me restart. Lazarus is kind of like Sean and Legato, just instead with shorter range and just better close range game than them. Like with Sean and Legato, you want to keep people at a distance. With Lazarus, the closer they are, the better. A lot of Lazarus's moves counts on the opponent being close. His down is actually the best in the game. Like, I know I said that Cath is probably the best in the game, but I changed that sentiment. I'm pretty sure that Lazarus has the best down special in the game. It's basically an invincible trip. Like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have iframes, but it pretty much does. Because unless they shoot a projectile, to get close enough to even counter it, people pretty much have to get hit by it. So Lazarus, great up close, but all you need is someone with either a projectile or just further reach. That's another thing about Lazarus. Lazarus has great reach. And forward special definitely just does everything for you. Lazarus's heavy is also really good at reaching. Pretty much Lazarus is close range, but has things that can basically add an extra inch of reach when they read out your card when you're making your way to the ring, you know. Once again, something you don't want to do is get caught up, because you are not winning against the projectile being launched from the other side of the screen. Once again, you don't have long range very much of the time. Air special is pretty good as Lazarus. I feel like as someone who plays Lazarus quite frequently, that Lazarus definitely just cannot be caught up, or else that's game set point for Lazarus. But yeah, with Lazarus, be careful and use your neutral, because it's great at stopping air approaches, and those are kind of Lazarus's weak point. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this round now, because I don't want to waste more time than I need to making this video. Because, you know, you came to see a tier list, not me playing a game but off camera. So yeah. So I'd say Lazarus goes about like good tier, maybe middle ground. Lazarus is like Cath, but the other way around. Like, Lazarus's execution is amazing, but it has no approach. You have to come close to someone to execute. And with no tools that really do that, nah, you don't want to be in that situation. Most of Lazarus's tools that have range are tools that are more so meant for damage than they are to help you. So let's move on to Ares. Ares is a character I mentioned earlier when talking about, what's his name? Ben, the big sumo wrestler. Ares is one of the characters, aside from millions, who once you get into a combo from, that's game. That's pretty much game. Like, the only other character besides those two I can name this being the case with are Cyber Ninja and Rikamaru. So Ares is kind of a mid S tier. If you want to be generous, a high S tier. Like, don't get me wrong, Ares is good, but not really. Like, Ares is good, but compared to the other S tiers, isn't like the best in the game or anything of the sort, or similar. Yeah, so Ares neutral is basically back up. Haven't you heard of social distancing? The slide that Ares does for down special, pretty good. Ares back special is a punch that just, like, it knocks people down, but it puts them in this weird state where, like, they're kind of bouncing and can still be hit. Look, man, I'm getting absolutely cooked right now, and I do not want to talk about it. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, try to hit Ares back special. Ares forward special is a great damaging tool. But if you miss it, it's basically like Legato and Sean. You do not want to miss it. Otherwise, you are so vulnerable. I think that's kind of why back special was added, so that you can safely do it. Oh. An EX attack does a lot of damage. Like, if you're near the end of a round and you have your bars, I recommend you use your EX attack, because that is going to get whoever's on you off of you quicker and more efficiently. It might even end the round. So, you know, do not take EX attack for granted. Maybe I play too much Smash, but I feel it's kind of a weird decision to make rolling when you get off the ground cost bar. Cause like sometimes you don't even think about it and you're trying to like buffer a move, and then all of a sudden you're sitting here wondering why your EX attack won't cast. But yeah, Ares, pretty good. If I had any tips for Ares, do not let people get in too close. Your neutral cannot save you there. You still need to have at least like a split second of time for it to go out. But other than that, yeah, Ares, great character. Don't get destroyed while playing as Ares, and you should have a pretty fun time. Combos are a great strong suit, but anyone who just gets into your personal space, it's over. Unless, like, you get a second to start a combo, it's over. Or you use break, nah, you just your heart's gotta stop beating now. Let's move on to the next character, Ares. There we go. Next character is Daisen. I'm gonna be honest with you, Daisen, I would put him in the has potential tier, cause like he's kinda hot garbage, but I can definitely see that, like, he was intended to be a boxer stereotype. They just didn't give him, like, any good attacks. His attacks are slow, and that would be one thing, but they have no reach. And his moves that do a lot of damage are those attacks that have no reach and are slow. Like, he's actually just trash. You could put him up against the slowest, bulkiest, no projectile having character in the game. You could put him up against a blob that only has one attack and can't move, and he'll somehow get outspeeded. Like, even his sweep is slow. Like, if you're gonna crouch down and punch the ground, at least make it fast. He does have a fast heavy, which is pretty much your only choice for combos because his light doesn't do anything. His EX does let him get close, and he builds up EX pretty fast. So that's a good thing, I guess. Just kind of heavy punch my way to victory. Yikes. I guess I will not be heavy punching my way to victory. But back special is pretty trustworthy move you can do. I mean, it goes further than any of his other moves besides EX. So back special, pretty trustworthy. Air special, you can also trust in air special. Air special will never do you wrong, ever. Another great thing about Daisen, amongst all the bad things about Daisen, when you get up and you're like stuck in a corner or something, do not go straight to your light punches. They will get absolutely just disrespected. Go straight to your heavies, because your heavies will stun, and also they're just faster and have more reach. Like, that's one thing I will say about Daisen. His heavies are the fastest in the game. Nah, I'll take that back. Actually, well, you see, there's this one character called Millions. And you may have noticed that I'm kinda like too accustomed with Millions. Dang, another spider wanted to smoke. I swear. All these dang spiders. You would have thought it was winter. Hey. No respect. Clearly recording a video here. Spider just wants to run all over my papers. I'm sorry. But yeah, Daisen has potential. Maybe the bottom of middle ground. For now, keep him in has potential. Now I have to unlock Summer. I'll be real with you guys. So I'll keep the ad characters for last. So let's go on to Cyber Ninja. This guy right here. So the characters with reward over their head, I'll save them for last. Let's move on to Cyber Ninja. Excuse me, Cyber Knight. Cyber is spelled with an X for some reason, but it's whatever. Cyber Knight is basically like the kin to Rikamaru's Ryu. Like, if Rikamaru has a fireball, then instead Cyber Knight just has this close range kind of energy attack. Like, if Rikamaru throws his fireball, Cyber Knight just explodes it in his hands. if Ryu has flash kick, then Cyber Knight just has like this combo. It's not a bad combo. Cyber Knight, okay, let me actually like talk about Cyber Knight genuinely, not just saying how Cyber Knight is similar to Rikamaru. Cyber Knight has an upper that's better than Rikamaru's. Like, Rikamaru's has upwards momentum, but I feel like Cyber Knight's is just better. Also, for whatever reason, the game never lets me use Cyber Knight's EX. Like, either he wasn't given one, or the game just expects me to hold EX button for the entire round to use it. Cyber Knight's forward special, which is called upper or rising, it's one of the two. It's basically Rikamaru's, but it has more horizontal momentum and just way better in general. Like, it can still attack people who are in the air, and it just works. Cyber Knight's neutral, kind of like the thing you use to quickly attack someone with high damage or to just end your combo. Cyber Knight's back is literally a move that you do not use unless you're confident you're gonna hit it. And Cyber Knight's down, it's fast, it's good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Cyber Knight's just Rikamaru, but in my opinion, better. It's kind of like that argument that in Smash Brothers, at least, Ken is better than Ryu because his Shoryuken is stronger and his back throw goes further. You know, it's basically like saying, well, because upper goes further and is more versatile, therefore Cyber Knight is better. Also, Cyber Knight combo's easy. But yeah, outside of the context I was just mentioning, Cyber Knight actually does combo easy. Anyways, yeah, Cyber Knight, I would say Cyber Knight is like bottom of good tier. Like above Lazarus, maybe above Weight. I think from here I should kinda just like go through a speedy review for everyone except for this character. So I think I'll start doing that like right about now, perhaps. You know, most of the way through the video, or halfway, depends on how long I take. So this guy right here, hoverboard guy, has potential but pretty trash. These two, remember, I'm saving them for last. Millions. Okay, let's talk about Millions. Millions is a great combo character, but Millions has this one tool that is just absolute multi-tool. It's good for stopping air approach. It can stop combos. It can start combos. It can extend combos, and it can just serve as kind of just an offensive maneuver. They call it Midnight. I call it OP. Basically there are 3 different attacks with Midnight that are all the special attacks. So there's Midnight Shoulder Tackle. It goes the second furthest out. It's the tool I'm talking about that basically does it all. You can use it to extend combos, to end rounds, to start combos, to take people out in the air, to attack people in the air. It's just that versatile. There's Midnight Combo, which basically just like sends out a silhouette that does a combo of punches and traps people in the combo so you can continue the combo. Good combo starter. Good combo ender. Good combo stopper if it's your opponent's combo. Just good thing to use when you're in a pinch or want to start getting your opponent in a pinch. Now, there's Cyclops, which is basically a laser that barely causes flinch and barely does any damage, but it covers the entire screen, and just because it doesn't do a lot of damage, it can still interrupt EXs, so it's pretty strong. Well, except for Mega Kid's EX. Mega Kid kinda buff, though. But, yeah. That's that. Millions, really good. Good character. If a Millions catches you in a combo, don't try like the fighting back approach. Try whatever evasive maneuvers you have, or just try to fight back. Down here, Cryptic Productions. They helped me do this because, let me tell you, I was just not ready for it. If anything, I was busy actually like working on discovering the character's strengths and weaknesses for this video. I was like, hey, I've been addicted to this game. I think this should be the video I come back with. And they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll help you with it. More like Wheel. It's a group, but yeah. So make sure you follow them. But anyways, continuing. Redulia, yes. This character right here, she is power. Her only weakness, I would say, like, she's like a glass cannon. If you can just keep the pressure on, she's pretty much like small potatoes. But, oh, this is a worse mistake than if you were to let off the pressure as the big sumo guy. Trust me. Ben, small potatoes when it comes to messing up by letting off pressure. It doesn't matter which character you're playing, unless you're playing Millions. I swear, that guy, she just will let off on you. She will just, all of her specials are great. All of her normal attacks are great. Her heavy is just sit down. Don't you dare question me. All of her specials, like, you know that line, like that famous line, I don't know if it's famous per se, but that line from the Street Fighter II animated movie, it was M. Bison. What was it again? My authority is absolute and I won't accept, and I won't tolerate questioning. That's pretty much her. Like, she just, I swear. But yeah, that's pretty much that. This guy, I'll save him for after these four, and then I'll do these two last. We have Eden. Eden is like that one guy from Street Fighter V or an earlier Street Fighter game. I'm not like a Street Fighter historian, but basically he just teleports and does a bunch of flying attacks. Like, he throws projectile, nice lightning bolt projectile. His EX is really strong. His forward special is a great anti-air tool. His back special, pretty much just begging you to come and get wrecked. Like, seriously, if you're not close by, don't worry about it. His down special, it doesn't move him, but if an opponent is close enough, you can definitely cheese someone with it. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Bottom of S tier, top of good tier. Top of good tier it is. Shinrei. A super powerful Hadouken for forward special. For down special, a great sweep. For back special, pretty much, have you ever wanted to push someone against the back wall and have them bounce back to you? The move. And don't even get me started on neutral special. Neutral special is actually just that one move that your friend always spams. Like, Shinrei is a good character. Alright. Sean. He's like Legato, but they took away all of the reach of the sword and changed out his, like, jumping spin kick. That was really good with a charge attack that's very situational. So basically what I mean by that is, like, his back special, rather than being a jump kick that can basically serve in most situations except for, like, maybe defensive, he gets this charge and that ends in an uppercut, but it's not like a good range charge. It's shorter than, well, the range you get off the jump kick. It doesn't do as much damage, and it's literally just there to be the move that you start the round with to kind of throw someone off their game. And that's assuming that they're not already using a move at the start of the round that cancels out yours. Sean, I would put him in the middle ground, because other than that, he's pretty much identical, but they just had to make his forward special worse. So because of that, he's at the top of middle ground. Or middle of it. He's at the middle of the middle ground. He's really good. If Legato wasn't in the game, he'd be a good character. Like, if Legato wasn't in the game, I would put him in good tier. But Legato's in the game, and it shows you what he could have been. Akira. Akira's like a zoning character. Has a great EX, but Akira's just Akira. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Akira is just, Akira finds a way. Alright. So let me get out of full screen mode. Just real quick, you know, I don't want to bore you guys. So, I'm gonna pause while I watch the ads to unlock Summer and Lawrence. And I'm gonna play around as this kid right here. Right there. Just, yeah. I now know why Summer costs ads. And once you watch the ad, you can only have her for 30 minutes. She is OP. Not as good as Millions, but she's definitely OP. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So yeah, Summer is just goated. Like, I put her just below Millions, because Millions, I feel like, could still beat her in a fight, but she's definitely good. Next person to unlock, Lawrence. So Summer is definitely a good character. If you're gonna spend the time watching an ad, spend it on Summer. So yeah, to unlock Lawrence I go. Alright, I wasn't able to record my first impressions of Summer, but I'm gonna record my first impressions of Lawrence. Oh, I see, Lawrence is an Attack on Titan type character. Okay. Okay, his neutral is great. What is this reach on it? Okay, his moves have a deceiving reach. Like, it's one thing to have long reach, but his moves hit in places where his sword isn't even there. His what is his back special? Is it even an attack? Oh, his back special, you go up and come back down attacking someone. Okay. it's easy to counter. I think they forgot to implement the part where it does damage. But his forward special is pretty good. Did I look like I wanted to use break? His down is not that good. His forward, though, is just goated. He has an EX that's pretty strong. I couldn't get to see what it actually did because, like, it just triggered in the air by accident. I don't know if everyone has a unique air EX, but whatever happened, his triggered in the air, so I didn't get to see what it did. And also, why are his lights so short-ranged and slow? You know what? He's going to the top of good tier or bottom of S tier. At first, I thought he would at least be in the middle of S, but nah. At this point, he's at the top of good. Nah, that would be disrespectful. He's just below Legato. So definitely spend it on Summer. It's time to play a match as the last character to play. So, I'm gonna do that. This character's name is Jin. No relation to Gon whatsoever. Jin is pretty good. I'd say just above Mega Kid. Like, Jin is powerful. Most of Jin's power comes from combos and using your heavy attack smart. Jin's back special, great for finishing a combo. Jin's forward special is just good move in general. Jin's neutral, pretty good as well. And Jin's down isn't the best, but pretty fair. I'd say weaknesses would be someone who can just keep you backed up from them. Without further ado, this has been my return video. Thank you for watching. Sorry I haven't been posting. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, not too long from now. I'm gonna use my stream outro. I don't know if it'll say something about streaming. If it does, just ignore it. Yeah, it says stream ending. Don't worry about it. It's technically a stream. Not a live stream, but it's technically a stream. I mean, if you go to Google servers, you know, and you're watching this video right now, you know, you'll see it on one of the streams, you know. Take a good few days to check, but you'll see it so long as you keep the video open. Thanks for watching.